everybody, welcome back to TAZ's Wig Closet at Wig Studio 1. You wanted to see a long curly wig style? Well, you got it. Today I am going to review Ellen Villa's Lola Moore in the color Sandy Blonde Rooted. There's lots to know about this style coming up. Now this style is not available in all online retailers here in North America. You can find it at wigstudio1.com. I'll put all of the links below where you can go out and explore more details and pricing on this style. I purchased this with my own funds. If you have any questions for Wig Studio 1, you can reach them by emailing support at wigstudio1.com. They also recently rolled out a live chat feature. So from any product page on the website, you can scroll down and hit the help button where you'll be directed for the live chat. So Lola Moore, here it is. And I do understand what the more stands for. It's more length, more hair, more curl. So let's talk about Sandy Blonde Rooted. Sandy Blonde Rooted by Ellen Villa. I see a lot of variation in that color depending on the style that it's applied to. The same thing with the Champagne Rooted by Ellen Villa. So we're going to talk about it as it's applied to this particular style. Sandy Blonde Rooted, according to the description, is supposed to be a honey, like a light honey blonde, a light to medium honey blonde with some light ash blonde highlighting, and then they're talking a little bit about a light auburn or reddish blonde highlight. So it just looks like a honey ash blend, which is going to put it more in the neutral category in terms of tone. And all of that is on a medium gold brown root. So let's get down to the specs for Lola Moore. That first layer is about 9 inches. It kind of blends into the style because it's really curly, but if we had to pick it out, there's that first 9-inch layer right here. Now overall, this style is approximately 23 inches from the crown to the tip of the hair in the back. This is probably one of the longest styles that I've ever reviewed. And this style has a full extended lace front with left monofilament side part. Looking at that lace front, it's done very well. And I even notice a little bit of baby hairs there at the front. I think it's a very natural looking lace front. The seams are well obscured. The knots are fine and not too dark. And then that left monofilament side part is just an average density, so I can definitely see through to the illusion of scalp from the top. And you can always enhance that a little bit too with some other methods. So I didn't see an actual weight listed on the product page. This probably feels closer to 5 ounces to me. Between 4.5 and 5 ounces is my guess on this. So let's talk about the overall curl pattern on this, because that's really the effect that you're going to get from this style, is the curl. So this is a very unique curl pattern because what you'll see are straight pieces mixed in with some curly pieces. So first of all, let me remark on the texture because that does give some context to this curl. It's a very light, fine, cloud-like texture, super soft. It kind of reminds me of the Ellen Villa's Storyville in its texture, density, and denier. So looking at this curl pattern, then you can really see all that variation. Sometimes when I look at it, I see that the lighter pieces, the ash blonde, are more straight, and then you get into some of the honey pieces that seem to be more curly. Baby fine, super fine denier on each of the fibers. Now there's a lot of hair on this style because it's long, but like I say, it is kind of a finer denier, which really cuts down on the weight of this style and makes it appear a little more wispy and breezy. So we talked about just an average density on this style. It does not feel heavy, thick, or voluminous at all. In fact, for a long style like this, it's barely noticeable across my shoulders and back. So I feel like it would be really easy to wear in that aspect. So in terms of volume, So let's talk about permatease first. So the permatease level is a moderate amount of permatease here. There's enough permatease that I feel like you could fluff up some volume, but not so much that you couldn't make a more smooth look out of it if you wanted to. So you're going to find permatease along the top monofilament, in the back, at the nape, and above the ear tab. Like I say, just a nice moderate amount. It doesn't feel fluffy and thick and pillowy. In fact, if I reach in, I'm immediately going to my scalp. I don't have to weed through any pillows of permatease. And I also feel like you could get some volume on this if you like, say, if you wanted. Now this is a lot of hair for me, but I think it's super fun. It's also a bit long for my short stature. But again, you know, if I could grow hair like this, I probably would. Regardless if it looked good on me or not, just because it's glorious. It's just a glorious head of hair. So here's that temple to temple lace front, little bit contoured there. It does not extend back into the ear tab. And then it moves seamlessly into a left monofilament side part. Now that side part is very wide, wider than most side parts are. And that leaves a lot of options and versatility there on the side. It's almost like a mono top that's been carved out a little bit there. The lace is beautifully done. Nice fine knots, the illusion of scalp there. Some permatease, a closed brush velvet ear tab with really nice sturdy stays. Just a standard velvet nape here, and then you have Velcro style adjusters. You notice that I pulled those adjusters in as far as they could go. This is one Ellen Villa cap I feel that is very average coming right out of the box. And if you're petite, you'll have to make a pretty large adjustment to get a secure fit. Now this one is right out of the box, as I said. I didn't use any product or anything. One thing you want to know about this style is not to run a brush through it. If you put a brush through these curls, you will not get this curl pattern back. This again is not a heat-friendly style. You've got this variable curl pattern. If you brush it out, it's just going to stay frizzy for you. So do resist brushing it out, and do moisturize these curls often with like a conditioning spray or the Simply Stylin' Silk Silicone. Just kind of crunch it into the bottoms there a little bit. It's also more prone to static and friction. Thanks for joining me today for a special look at a very long curly style called Lola More by Ellen Villain, the color Sandy Blonde Rooted. Check it out at wigstudio1.com. We'll see you next time on Taz's Wig Closet at Wig Studio 1.